Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 76 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week one, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Hill. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. So Jeremy Hill got the call there, and he's trying to pick his yardage back up. 2 years ago, Charles, he was over 1,100. Last year, below 800.
Just never got going with any consistency throughout the 2015 season. You know his determination is sky high for this one.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And the grab by Croft. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Bruton. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Here we go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Deep drop. Going up top. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. Second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Dalton now to pass. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the first-round pick from a year ago, Bud Dupree. In there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Time running out here on the play clock. It's second down. Dalton looking. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. And this one will be returned. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First down and goal to go from the 7. Now Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. Here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
The Steelers defense getting ready here. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here?
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get...
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 97 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The play clock's running down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it with Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Green with a catch left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, 3-and-out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Here's Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Play clock winding down. And Dalton to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my #1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
Offense.
So we've come to halftime after... And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. Here's Dalton looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He's got his man here. It's Green. A.J. Green shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 62 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And that is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So a 3rd and 8. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing, Dalton, finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works his defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Offense. The penalty is declined.
They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the offense has it first and 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Goes underneath for Bell. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So here we go, first and 10 now.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other...
And this is caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week, and after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again, and I wrote those words. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Again, it's Bell. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. To Dalton now. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does numbers up there a little bit, but as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why they're points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. This is Bell. Oh, spinning away. Room here to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new... Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Broncos going up against the Bengals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the fourth quarter. Big game against the Patriots 2015. Simeon. And Brian Hartline brings it in. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now... Second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Backing up. And this will be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon looking deep for Demarius. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Detroit.
Back to the ground, Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing on third down, Simeon letting one go. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, William Jackson, the third. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards on the ground. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground is the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Caught Eifert over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Play clock winding down. Passing. It's Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now Dalton. And this is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw here, Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Simeon gives to his fullback, Janovich. Oh, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
There, D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Dalton with a give to Hill. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But, hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent, and that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw in film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go now, 3-19. Simeon on 3rd down. And he finds Hartline on the catch. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Throwing on third down, Simeon surveying the field. And that's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and it brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call. Here, it was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Time running out here on the play clock. So Dalton now. He gets it complete to Latimer. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And the play clock's running down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, that play ended so fast it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Simeon on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Thomas, the lone receiver left. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanket in the passing lanes.
Simeon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First and 10 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So Dalton now. Got his man. It's Eifert. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A dump off to Anderson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Simeon. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10, Simeon again. He's got under pressure. He's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. Offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play clock winding down. Second down, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Dalton hands to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a toss play to Bernard. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
They come out here in the eye. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And the play clock's running down. And Dalton to throw. He gets it complete to Latimer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 0. And that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Snap came and 1. Now here's Dalton. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch. I admire the fact that he actually caught the football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. He's got time. On the right side, caught by Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Simeon. Green with a catch left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Simeon on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
4 down.
On second down, Anderson. Oh, nice move. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run Anderson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Dalton throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
380. Zebra. Slam.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing on third down, Simeon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jeremy Hill now gearing up to go again as he marches back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. On the taunts, Bernard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now, you see these numbers, and a week ago when he struggled, it just seemed like everyone was, the world was closing in on him when he was handed the football. Here, the hole seemed to be opening up.
Yeah, last week it appeared that he was running against 13 or 14 guys, didn't it? And I think last week, they just couldn't get in sync. Blockers, him, no matter what. It was almost like if they blocked it well, he picked the wrong hole to run through. If he picked the right hole to run through, there was just no hole really. People would swarm and knock him down. So what we're seeing this week is everything together. Got it figured out, and he just seems sharper. I don't know if it's a better week of preparation or what went into it, but he looks like the guy we know.
This is Hill. And he'll be brought down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Muscles him off. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. They'll run it with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Hey. You got 3. Wide, 20.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Wallace Gilberry in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to speed things up here. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. So the D-line's going to spread out.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hang on now. Look at 56.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Oh, passing it. Dalton. The clock cannot be stopped. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And, Charles, you know what Coach...
you.